excuse I am in Florida, summertime. Please forgive that. Now let's get on to some good stuff. And I am giving this to you as a student of this. I'm not presenting anything to you as fact. I present it to you as material that I beg you to look into and see what you've come up with. So, oh, just saw two beautiful red birds. Oh, what a beautiful time to be alive. Our human origins. This is what I've come to so far. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. We were on Earth from the materials of Earth, set in place from a big creative expanse in early in our universes on this dimension's creative history. Now, we are far behind some other living entities in our solar system. Now we have, so is that hard to imagine that there's other intelligent life out here that's probably been here way before us and ones that are going to come after us? We have to stop being so selfish. That's the dumbest thing. But I still wrestle with it too, and it took me a while. We are egocentric, earth-centric, geocentric, heliocentric, all of this on a different level. Moving on. So we are going along with Gaia, Earth. We are visited by an interdimensional being who has gone through what we've gone through, and they're in the future because they've realized the quantumness of time and the ability to use your mind to make things happen. To tune in and start surfing through freaking dimensions. This is what I've come to. They've this one race, the Pleiadeans. They have advanced consciously far enough where they now are called to go to other life forms being brought about and seed them, genetically modify them with their own genetics to advance their consciousness, fruition, flowering. That is all we are here to do, is to advance consciously. The physical form, that doesn't even mean as much as that, I'm afraid, but enlightenment happens in the physical form, and so we're here for this. Karmic shit that we gotta pay off, or we came to come here to take on a karmic kind of imprint for shedding light to other people, old souls coming back again to pay off karmic debt, to release from those bonds, and to see and to be a part of this beautiful transformative time in this young universe. Shout out to Carl Jung. So we have the Pleiadeans, and then they come together with the Annunaki. And they were chosen because of their passion, I'm afraid, warlike sensibility, because there's the friction that's going to cause the beneficentness of the Pleiadians in the constellation of Taurus with the Annunaki, who I think come from Orion and like Draco. And now we have them, kind of that interplay going on in higher dimensions. And this is all goes back to our DNA. We only think that 7% of our DNA is codable or readable. The other 93% are imprint, like the very creator gives us to this. Gives this to us upon our shooting into this world. We come up with all that. Our environment plays a big part of us. Our genetic hereditary, and that goes back far. To the Lemurians. Turns out we were here before on Earth, and we were able to advance and then The same with Atlantis. These are places I'm finding out in my studies that were actually real. There is more than meets the eye in this world. I have a Catholic theology degree. When I look back on that, just as much as that, it sounds pretty crazy. The Christ consciousness coming into this world, perhaps through the person of Jesus Christ, I believe historically that did happen. I think it happens on a bigger scale. In the second coming, I believe, is us coming to that, bringing all the sacred sciences together. The bringing up of the chrism through the chakras related to the planets, the seven. Like we have Jupiter over me. Learning astrology has opened up my world and made me more in touch with the earth and my fellow human being and myself, my own psyche. I invite you all and I encourage you to get into astrology. We have free will. So we can't be inhibited with, we have to, if we want to have the beneficedness of the Pleiadeans, go to Job 38:32, or loose the binds of Orion, bring forth the Mazzaroth, the zodiac. This is such an exciting time to be alive. Many of us have been here before. Reincarnation is something that I couldn't get behind, and now I can't see it any other way. But not teaching it, because I think we're running out of time here, not teaching it might be smart. But I think the truth, we're ready for it. We're ready for the truth of reincarnation. We're ready for the truth of why we're here, to consciously awake. We're ready for the truth that there's been a force here to keep us from doing it. The dark occult is being exposed. We see it in Hollywood. So we have an Annunaki Pleiadian, I don't want to say battle, because the more I look into it, I'm like, they know their roles. Which, like, good and bad fades away, which is the scary part, which I'm having a hard time getting behind. And then people channeling stuff. Use your discernment of spirits. Get grounded. Get in touch with God. Be confident in yourself, in your brain, in your mind, in your strength. In the God that's in you. That part of God that's in you that is eternal, knows all, that is outside of time and space. And now you jump into this and forget all of that for this mission. Just like go through this school and to resurrect your freaking karmic freaking Akash record given to you through your ancestors, because that was still you. You will exist on many different dimensional planes right now as well. Okay, let me go back to the title because I want to make sure I cover all those things. We're going to start learning our DNA more. Kryon. The only thing that when I came to Kryon is when he says that he was the last thing that we saw before we came here, and when we go back, leave this world, he's the first one to greet us. So he's taken on a lot of power, and that's what lots of these spirits will do. They'll jump onto another name or title and try to take that acclaim. So what you do when the Buddha goes into meditation to the forest, he comes through the best scholars and gurus of the day, and he moves past them. Lovers, you don't know the power of the human being. I'm just now starting to awaken to it. And once you do that, you realize your power, then you use them to help you. And then you employ them to help you. You do the same thing to the cells in your body. They're angels. Micro technology is what is the future. Without turning ourselves into cyborgs, we need to go. That's been another thing. Because some factions, Kryon says to pretty much meld with technology to live longer. But then there's other factions, the Pleiadeans, who are more like live off the land and do more holistic stuff and live longer. And there's going to be a faction of those two going off. So here we have a battle of the Pleiadeans versus the freaking Kryon, and technology and AI and cyborgs going on right now in my head. Welcome to my life, dog. So lit. Follow me, Thomas Wake, on that's my political activist, the Wake Party, Wake 2020. Probably happen to Wake 2024 if we make it that far. We will not subscribe to an Armageddon apocalyptic worldview. Even though we see the things going on, the state of Israel, the state of Jerusalem being moved there, Donald Trump being heralded as this prophetic king, and this union between. But yes, it's dramatic, but we don't get caught up in this dramatic sway. We have to remember that. Also check out AstroWake, astrowake.com, where I'm an astrologer. Always I'm an astrologer. Turns out all the cool people in our password. I'm here. I'm so happy to be here. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers. Stay woke, society.